When I first started this association, the one thing that struck me was that this was a very interesting way of going back to our roots in nature and in a way which did not require very significant sacrifices from us all. Right? So everybody is talking today about building health, about building immunity. People talk of eating folic acid, they talk of turmeric, somebody says zinc tablet, all of this. But essentially, what are we looking at in terms of a sustainable way of going forward with this? And very interestingly, I think vertical gardening actually gives us that very nice combination of doing something which is good for ourselves and the people around us, as well as making commercial sense.
In the last 60 days, we have seen during the COVID outbreaks who can survive. So there are people who are able to survive are the ones who have the good immunity level, mental as the physical. And there are a lot of plants which we can be used in the vertical garden also in present scenario. See, this is the first vertical garden which we did in 2010 for the prestigious Rashtrapati Bhavan. So vertical garden is a very unique concept to do greenery, say in 100 square feet also or in 1,000 square feet also. First, purifies the air. Second, it helps you to control the temperature of the building also. So we try to put or install vertical garden in those zones so that over the years, after you will see in after 1 or 2 years, temperature of that building comes down. We have indoor plants and outdoor plants. They are plants which are sun loving, they are shade loving. So in the present picture, you see we have used a lot of variety of oxypodia. They generate a lot of oxygen and they look very beautiful. Also, we have used different color combination. This is how we can play with the colors. Also, we can do the main factors of the green walls are the plant selection. It depends upon the direction of that green wall. Second, it is outdoor or indoor. Then the irrigation, the growth media. Then we have to calculate if it is a when we are creating a wall, how much structure load has to be there, plant maintenance, and it has to be installed by the registered manufacturers or the trained installer so that it has a long life. In the picture you see on the right hand side, we have used it like a blind. These are the pipes in which we you can grow a lot of things. Even you can do a little bit of farming also, but we have different modules for organic farming. On the left hand side, there's a lush green wall, which we have done in Chennai long time back. This is how we can. There are a lot of application in the terrace garden. Also, you can use our grass panels, and these on the left right side you see these are the parabolas. If you have a rooftop and you want to utilize as your office or your dining area or your cafeteria, you can this is the one application which can be done on the parabolas, and it is catching a lot of interest among the people nowadays because they want to we can convert a negative place into a positive place by using the vertical gardens on the rooftop. We can use the vertical gardens on the boundary walls also to enhance them. Second, on the kitchen garden, you see the panels which we have shown in the picture. They are 2 by 1 panels. If you have a balcony, you can install them there. There also you can grow a little bit of your spinach, coriander, parsley, broccoli, tomatoes. So you can do a little bit farming in your balconies also. Like if you want your logo to be done on the wall, this is how we can do. Like we have done it for the Parija Genius. We can design any type of green wall uh, for our clients. The size of the panels is normal 1 by 1, which we are using. In the market, there are tripod system also, but the soil which they are using is doesn't have a long life because they are using cocoa pit and perlite. But we create our own soil which has a life of 5 to 10 years, and we grow the panels in a facility. After 2 3 months, we place them in the on the projects. We don't do the direct plantation on the walls. So that's why our walls are sustainable and they have a long life. And all the panels they can be used for the exteriors and the exteriors as well as for the interiors part of a building. And we are just feeding them with our drip irrigation and the automation system. And the plant list I would like to discuss, like we can use Z plant, spider plant, chlorophytum, syngonium, fern, gajapelia, dracaena, aglaonema. Vertical gardening is a wonderful concept for converting the hot concrete walls into fresh, living, breathing walls. People living with the nature are more happy, more healthy, and innovative. So our motive through the vertical garden is to reach every corner of the building, every person, and bring them close to the nature. With the vertical gardening, we also introduce the green gifting. In the picture, you can see that we are delivering a customized handmade terracotta planters with the beautiful plants. These plants can be ornamental, can be air purifiers, can be medicinal. There can be any type of the plants. Also, our profits support the disadvantaged women and the special need children. NASA has approved a number of air purifier plants. There are a number of plants which releases oxygen at night also. Maximum time they release oxygen is around 18 hours. And 18 hours is pure enough time to clean the environment. They not only release oxygen for 18 hours, but they also um, absorb the pollutants from the air and help to create the good quality of air and purify your surroundings and build the immunity. Ayush Ministry is also recommending a number of herbal plants. I would like to suggest few areas in the different sectors where these vertical gardens can be installed. First of all, if we discuss about the corporate, as we have seen in the applications of the vertical garden, these boundary walls, main walls, and the reception areas, here we can arrange the customized green walls. Customized green walls, that means with the name of the company or with the logo of the company. Also, our aim is to create each corner a green. So even each table in the office can be placed with a small air purifier plant to create a good aroma there. In the hotels, even main outer wall, reception, waiting area. Again, there can be the concept of the customized wall, the banquet and the party halls, special green rooms can be created, and rooftops. Basically, nowadays we don't have empty earth, and we have a lot of buildings, and every building has the rooftop, and all those rooftops are creating lot of heat, and these rooftops can be used as a terrace garden or as a kitchen garden. We suggest for the hotels, if the rooftop kitchen gardens are introduced, these lot of vegetables and herbs can be grown at this rooftop. And these fresh vegetables and herbs can be used in the kitchens itself. And in the commercial buildings, again, I suggest the rooftops, where the rooftops receptions and each table can be decorated with a plant. Rooftops can be used for the terrace garden. According to the commercial space, if it is a hospital, then hospitals also have kitchens. Rooftops can be used for the kitchen gardens or for the simply greenery so that the temperature of the building comes down and also it absorbs the pollutants. Also, there is a urban heat effect. Urban heat effect is that if we have all the buildings and the vehicles and all, if it and the other part is there is a green, then we can see a lot of temperature difference between both the spaces. So this is what how we can work on the reducing the temperature. If we don't have the space at a horizontal, we can go vertically, or we can use the rooftops to create the green spaces and reduce the temperatures and reduce the pollution. In the residential areas, there are the outer walls, living rooms. In the living rooms, we can introduce the vertical gardens because vertical gardens can be done in the indoor also. Rooftops can be used for the kitchen gardens. In the balconies, as we have seen in the creative travel buildings, the bean curtains are used. Bean curtains can be used at any building for the balconies. This will reduce the sound pollution, obviously air pollution, and also helps in reducing the temperature of the building.
As Mamta ji has suggested, the plants can be selected according to the direction of the building and where the vertical garden has to be selected. So according to that, there are a lot of benefits with proper selection and selection of the plants and the modules and the directions. It's a basically vertical garden is not just putting the plants anywhere. It's a complete science, complete technology, and complete innovation that help us to overcome these pollution, heat, AQI problems. Yes, please. So now we are here to serve our Mother Earth and spread happiness with the nature. So any for the further queries, you all can contact us